Hey, my friends. I am this morning when we read a story, I read part of it and recorded it, and then I forgot to record the second half. So I'm going to reread the whole story about trees count and record it for you so that you can watch and listen to it, and then you can just watch a little bit at a time if it's too long. Um, and then I want you to listen for the rhyming words in the story and find some rhyming words of your own, because tomorrow when I see you, I'm going to ask you to tell me a pair of rhymes that you found. Okay? All right. Our story is Trees Count. Oop, there we go. Trees Count by Trish Holland. One trunk. It says, I am an oak tree, and this part in the middle right here is called the trunk of the tree. It says, I am an oak tree, strong enough for fun. I can hold your tree house, count my trunk. One. Two seeds. This is the number two. And down here is the word two. It says, I am a maple tree. Seeds swirl down on you. Watch them spinning as they fall. Count the seeds. Two. One. Can you believe that's a seed? Two seeds. Three pecans. I am a pecan tree. You can swing from me. Open up these fresh pecans. Count them now. Three. One, two, three. And I don't know if you know what a pecan looks like, but that's how it looks. This is how it looks on a tree, green. And I'll show you again when we get to counting backwards, because they look a little bit different when we eat them. Okay. Four knot holes. These holes in a tree, I guess, are called knot holes. How about that? And inside each of these holes is an animal who's building a place to live. I am an elm tree. Squirrels and birds galore build their homes inside me. Count my knot holes. Four. One, two, three, four. And this morning I kind of tricked you a little bit when I said count the squirrels. There's only one squirrel, but there are four holes. So it says squirrels and birds galore build their homes inside me. So maybe there's another squirrel in one of these other holes, or maybe a bird. Okay, let's look over here. What comes after four? One, two, three, four, five. Five leaves. I am an aspen tree. Fall brings me alive. And we're in the middle of fall right now, aren't we? We said that we're talking about fall and leaves falling from the trees and the weather getting colder and the leaves turning colors. I saw some pretty leaves this weekend when I was outside. Fall brings me alive. Heart-shaped leaves turn golden. Count my leaves. Five. And here's the word five. And here's the number five. And let's count the leaves. One. The page wants to turn. One, two, three, four, five. Five leaves. What comes next? One, two, three, four, five, six. Right. Six buds. This is a dogwood tree, and it's not fall anymore. It's spring. I am a dogwood tree. In winter, I'm just sticks. Blossoms burst in springtime. Count my buds. Six. Do you hear how sticks and six rhyme? And here's a six, and here's the word six. And now let's count the flowers, or the buds. They're just opening up. Buds means that they're little buds just starting to open up. And then when they get big, they're flowers. Okay, there. So one, two, three, four, five, six. Six buds. And then what comes next? Seven. And who knows what these are called? These are pine cones, right? This is a pine tree. He says, I am a pine tree stretching to the heavens. Pick a pile of pine cones. Count them now. Seven. This is the word seven. And this is the number 7. And now let's count the pine cones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you know what I heard? I heard stretching to the heavens, counting up to 7. Heaven and 7 rhyme. What comes after 7? 8. 8 apples. I am an apple tree. You won't want to wait. Munch and crunch my tasty fruit. Count my apples. 8. This word is 8, and this is the number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 apples hanging from the tree. 9 nuts. And this is the number 9. I am a walnut tree. So these are walnuts. Would you like to dine? Crack my shells wide open. Count the nuts. 9. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when we turn the page, we're going to see how they look when we eat them. This is what they look like when they're not quite finished growing and they're green on the tree. And there they are after when they're ready to be eaten. But after 9 comes 10. And look at this 10. It looks like a 1 and a 0. But when you put a 1 and a 0 together, they make a 10. This says, I am a magnolia tree growing in a glen with blooms as big as pie plates. Count my flowers. 10. 10 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 flowers. And I heard growing in a glen. Count my flowers. 10. What 2 words rhyme there? Glen and 10. Right. I am a walnut tree. Walnuts taste so fine. As you nibbled on them, did you count 9? Yeah, let's count on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And remember when I showed you those green ones? This is what they look like when they're ready to eat. So we might eat those and we might eat them just plain if you like nuts, but you might eat them in some nut bread or something like that, a salad that has nuts in it. They're yummy. All right, here we go. I am the apple tree. Knew you couldn't wait. When you ate my apples, did you count 8? Wait and 8 are also rhyming words. They end with the same sound. Wait and 8. 1, I'll start at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 apples. All right. And so now we're counting backwards. Did you notice we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're saying 10, 9, 8. What comes next? 10, 9, 8, 7. Right. I am the pine tree reaching for the heavens, picking prickly pine cones. Did you count 7? Remember we said before, heaven and 7 rhyme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good job. Now what comes next after 7? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Right. I am the dogwood tree, much more now than sticks. My buds turned into flowers. Can you count 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And did you hear how sticks and 6 rhyme? Okay, I am the aspen tree. In mountains where I thrive, all my leaves are shimmering. That means that they're making pretty colors in the wind. Did you count 5? Thrive means where I live and I do well. And 5, thrive and 5 rhyme. So let's count these leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what comes next? We said 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. What comes next? 4. You got it. Let's see. Here's the elm tree. I am the elm tree. Critters, bugs, and more crawl inside my knot holes. Did you count 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. And there's that little squirrel sticking his head out again. And what comes after 4? If we take one away, now there's 3. Here's the pecan tree. When we saw the pecans last, they were green too, but at this time of year in fall, they turn brown. And I'm going to see if I can find some. I saw some on a walk. I don't remember if I told you, but I saw some on my walk. And so if I can still find some, I'm going to bring them to show you what they look like when they fall out of the tree. I am the pecan tree, sturdy as can be. As you crunched the tasty nuts, did you count 3? And B and 3 rhyme. 1, 2, 3. Right. And what comes next after 3? If we have 3 and take one away, now how many? 2. I am the maple tree. This is the bottom of the maple tree with his roots sticking out, but these are the seeds right here. He says, I am the maple tree. My seeds spun and flew. Now they lie around my roots. So there's some seeds lying down here. Let's see if we can see them. Do you see any laying down there? I don't know. But here they are. It says, did you count 2? And so my seeds spun and flew. Did you count 2? So flew and 2 rhyme. 1, 2. And the last one, I am the oak tree soaking up the sun. When you climbed way up my trunk, did you count 1? And how many trees are right here? 1 tree. So let's count them all. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now let's count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What comes after 1? None. 0. Right. Now, this one right here said many rings. I am an old tree. So something that we probably are going to read about later in the week is when a tree grows every year, it grows a new ring on the inside. So this is the inside of the tree trunk. And he says, I've seen many springs. Someday I'll be 100. Can you count my rings? Did you hear that rhyme? Springs and rings. And here they are. If we tried to count them, we would count 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles, 4 circles, 5 circles. But I don't think I want to count to that many. But they said, this says many rings. And he has a lot of rings. And over here it says, this number, this big old number right here says 1 million. 1 million seeds. Every tree grows from a seed, and here's a huge amount. There could be 1,000,000. That's more than we can count. Well, it takes a long time to count to 1,000,000. And that is the back cover. It says, we are all the trees you've met, and we are so impressed you can count to 10 and back. At counting, you're the best. So let's count them one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's go backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Uh-oh, my thing didn't go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, friendos. Go ahead and read that story with your mom tonight, and then I want you to think of a rhyming pair. Remember, they end the same. So if you think of a rhyming pair, say you want to have words that a word that rhymes with cat. The end of cat is at, so your word has to have an at the end, like cat, hat, bat, sat, pat. Okay, so think of 2 rhymes because I'm going to ask you for them tomorrow. All right. I love you, and I will see you at 8:30 in the morning. Bye-bye. Oh, bye.